At my pent staff. Yeah.
Otherwise it'd become a very different show.
Oh, that was his best tie.
Good job Ian didn't go for a quick dip then. Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul.
And I'm Thomas.
And we're continuing our watch through all of Doctor Who from 1963 onwards. We're about to watch the fifth serial of Season 2 of the classic series, which is The Web Planet. We've enjoyed what we've seen so far of Season 2. There's been some strong stories, Dalek Invasion of Earth, the Romans, particularly enjoyed those ones. And so we're looking forward to getting into this one and seeing what we make of it. As always, give us a like and a subscribe. That's really great. And do be dropping your comments below, letting us know what you think about the series as well. And each story. That's always good to kind of engage with you guys. Really enjoying that. So, we've got a six-parter. Broadcast this 13th of February to the 20th of March 1965. Directed by Bill Strutton and directed by Richard Martin. And probably worth saying, actually, that I think this is right, is that The Web Planet has the highest average viewing figures for the Hartnell era, with a rating of 13.5 million viewers.
Wow.
So there you go. There's a little bit of trivia for us before we start. So I think I've only...
Significant population.
Yeah, you'd hope, therefore, it's a good story.
Yeah.
You know? And I've only seen it once. I mean, you've not seen it at all. But I'm keen to kind of look at it and see what we make of it.
Oh, Doctor, what a mess. Honestly, one of these days I'm going to have a jolly good spring clean around here.
You know I can see that, right?
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Is that a hat?
Is that...
I like his little kind of chuckles.
It still reminds me of Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back, you know, like with Luke.
Yeah, that's a good impression. Is that some lip salve there? That's quite clever. It's sort of people in the future will think of our medicine as being medieval and barbaric.
So Barbara's basically just trying to push pills on Vicki.
Yeah.
You can have these for free, right? But the next lot...
I've definitely seen photos of Hartnell wearing that hat. And he's worn similar hats before, hasn't he?
I think they wear those when they serve you at KFC, don't they? Apparently they did something to the lens to try and create an atmospheric, you know, make it look like a different atmosphere. I mean, rumour has it they actually just smeared Vaseline on, but...
Oh, interesting. Is my mic level sounding alright? It's not too hot.
No.
What is Barbara doing?
A little while ago it moved without my intending it to.
That's quite a unique first aid situation.
It's a giant Toblerone.
It is, isn't it? Just to cover us, the other triangular prismatic honeycomb-filled Swiss chocolate is available.
Is it? This is interesting. So, like, have they achieved that shot there?
That was some good perspective, wasn't it?
At my pent staff.
Otherwise it'd become a very different show.
Oh, that was his best tie.
Good job Ian didn't go for a quick dip then.
That is a good... He's not
Yeah.
wrong there, Ian.
Yeah.
He wrecked your tie, but he saved your life. Ah, formic acid. That's what ants produce. We did see some giant ants at the start of this
We did.
story. In fact, speak of the devil.
It's up the ante. Sounds like the police are coming. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Sound of the police.
Or it sounds like the sound that you get in a dubstep track just before the beat drops.
Whoop. Oh, hello.
Oh, never seen that before. The console
No,
spinning.
This is nice. I like this.
Barbara.
Back to this again.
I'm sorry, this is quite hard to take seriously.
Yeah.
It's quite bold of her to just have a play with the TARDIS controls, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now they're stranded.
Well, that's quite a good cliffhanger, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Doctor being left without the TARDIS.
Well, I quite enjoyed that, actually. I think it was certainly quite intriguing. A lot of elements set up there. Not really sure how they're going to be tied together. I guess it's that kind of classic first episode thing in a story where you're kind of trusting that somehow this is all going to make sense eventually. So what are those giant ants? Why are they making that noise? the pools of acid and stuff, what drew them to this planet, what's making Barbara's hand move around and drawing her out of the TARDIS. So there's kind of a lot of mystery going on there. And so, I think it was interesting. I'm looking forward to see how they bring it together in hopefully a satisfying fashion. What about you?
Yeah, I thought it was a good start. I thought it was actually a pretty strong first episode because, for all the reasons you've said, all the different things that have come into play, that obviously you don't quite know yet where it's going. What are these giant ants? Obviously they're on quite a hostile environment. It seems, an unusual environment for them to be in. You've got the thing with Barbara. I think actually it's quite intriguing as first episodes go. So quite positive about it, and I think I think we've been a bit lax recently in picking a favourite thing from the episode, so I think we should try and do that. So I think, but if I had to pick a favourite thing, I would probably pick the stuff with them in the TARDIS earlier on, like I said about them having that slightly more lived-in feel. I like that extended stuff of them in there and a bit more stuff in the TARDIS, so it makes it feel like it's a place they actually live and inhabit rather than just go from one adventure to another. I think that's really nice to see, so I'd pick that probably. What about you?
I think I'd second that, and in particular, the conversation between Barbara and Vicki. I quite like that. Obviously, Vicki coming from... I always forget this. She's from the sort of...
Is it 25th century? Because wasn't she from 24 or something? So that's true.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so it was interesting to have a conversation between her and Barbara, who's from the 1960s. And Vicki thinking that Barbara's medicine was sort of pretty archaic. I guess now we'd probably think of some of the medicine from the 60s as being quite medieval, but I just kind of like that even sort of what's cutting edge at the time of the show by Vicky's standards is kind of obsolete. So I kind of want to see more of that in a way. I kind of want to see more conversations between Vicki and Barbara and Ian about the differences between their times. I think there's a lot of fruitful conversation that could be had there, a lot of fun they could have with it. So
it's good they're making something of that, because it would be easy for Vicki to come in and just be slot her into the Susan space. And,
right.
Because effectively though, that's what Susan should have been like, really, in some way, shouldn't it? That Susan is far more advanced because of the time she comes from, so she should have known so many things, but she obviously wasn't developed. So it's nice that they are making something of that, which again is something I've not really remembered from the classic series so much. That they've actually developed those ideas. Maybe it's something more in this Hartnell era they're on top of, but
it's almost like because Carol Ann Ford left the show, they're trying harder now to give Vicki more material to work with than they gave Susan, so that she won't leave.
No, absolutely. It does feel a bit like that. But good stuff. Good start. So, cool. Awesome. Well, we'll leave that there. Let us know what you thought down below. And join us next week for the second episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you later.